And here tonight in Sin City, in Las Vegas, John Cena will take on Mick Foley in a no-rules bar fight. And WBA is not going to sanction this. WBA are just going to let these guys fight because it's what they need. And the show name is quite suitable. The Last Order. And Mick Foley, he have just punched John Cena in the face. He just punched him right in the noggin, and now John Cena have been rattled. John Cena have just been smashed right in the skull, and now it's about time we properly get this fight on its way. Because now John Cena is having trouble standing. Oh, wait a minute. He haven't fallen yet. He's just a bit rattled in the brain, it looks like. He can't just stay standing around. Mick Foley will get him. Because just like that, John Cena waited around for too long. Probably too rattled in the head from that punch. And now Mick Foley, he has John Cena in a chokehold. And wait a minute, is that a chokehold or is that a headlock? A chokehold / headlock. A headlock is just a bad, but he has his hand around the face of John Cena. And just like that, Cena couldn't breathe for a few seconds. And now John Cena, he had his head smashed off the table. And that table is made out of real wood and real metal. And John Cena's head have just been smashed off the top of it by Mick Foley. And just like that, Mick Foley have taken care of John Cena by slamming his head straight off the table. And now that is pain right there. John Cena have been taken care of. And Mick Foley, he gotta be smiling ear to ear tonight. Because the rookie have just been worked out by this veteran of the game, Mick Foley, who had always taken very high risks in this business, like jumping off huge Hell in the Cell structures. The Undertaker threw him off that once. But now John Cena had been the guy who had thrown around tonight. John Cena was bleeding from the head. Mick Foley, you can call him a lot of things, but he's certainly not thick. He knows what he's doing. He torturing the rookie. Many of the crowd are behind Mick Foley tonight, but there are an odd few Cena fans in here, and they are going to rally Cena on to kick this old man's ass. As Cena, and look like Cena face to face with Mick Foley again, and now it's looking like John Cena, he has Mick Foley where he wants him. And John Cena, he picks up Mick Foley now. And oh boy, John Cena, he just slams Mick Foley straight onto the table. And just like that, Mick Foley had been taken care of. The power of John Cena picking Mick Foley off his feet and quickly slamming Mick Foley onto the table. It looked like John Cena's having a hell of a time tonight. Rearrange the furniture while you're at it, John. Now, I think the veteran in Mick Foley might have just underestimated John Cena. He might have overestimated him, and now John Cena, he's going to put him in a world of pain, it looks like. The STF, the attitude adjustment, are some of the moves what John Cena may hit on him if he has his way tonight. Or the 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see him, but John Cena is certainly going to make sure when he stamps on his leg, he feels it. John Cena just stamped on Mick Foley's leg. That's why we commentated there, guys. Don't know if you caught it, but now John Cena picking up that beer. John Cena has a beer in his hand. They're fighting on top of like a huge table in our bar tonight, guys. And now it looked like the Wrestling Arms bar is about to see a lot of action. And now John Cena is not playing around. And John Cena isn't afraid or shying away or playing dirty when he needs to. And John Cena just smashes that glass beer bottle off the head of Mick Foley. You have just smashed him right in the face with that metal bottle, with that glass bottle even. And now Mick Foley might be cut or even worse after that. You better get the cuts looked at if he is cut. because Mick Foley, he's rattled. He definitely felt that. And I don't think he's even bloody conscious at this point in time. John Cena, he's about to fuck him up. John Cena, this human being, is about to meet his maker. John Cena picks Mick Foley up. That's the power of the rookie. That's the power of the future Vanid, the future go of the business. John Cena, he just flips the script and just AA's Mick Foley straight off the top of that table and straight down below. And Mick Foley, he have just been AA'd. Fuck you, Mick. It doesn't look like you're gonna be being Cena tonight. As Cena, he just AA's Mick Foley straight onto that arcade machine. And that is real metal. And Mick Foley back could be in agony. He could have a fractured spine. He could have a broken back. He could have severe injuries after Cena just taking Mick Foley back to school. That attitude adjustment I believe he needs to realise it isn't a game anymore. Maybe Mick Foley isn't really cut out for this kind of thing, but now John Cena, this match was win by knockout, and Mick Foley isn't seeming to be moving. Let's do a quick 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. John Cena wins, guys. Mick Foley have been taken care of. The master of thugonomics have definitely took this one. And Mick Foley is left lying, lifeless, on this wooden floor. Thanks to John Cena. The doctor of thugonomics is standing tall. And he can thank that beer can. He can thank that beer glass. Because that definitely laid Mick Foley white for the pickings. That definitely is the final death shot. What ended this match relatively quickly tonight. John Cena smashing him with that beer bottle definitely laid Mick Foley white for that AA what finished him off. That is what John Cena did tonight. John Cena takes no nonsense. He takes no bullshit from anyone. But Mick Foley, he left lying tonight. In the bar. Hopefully he can pick himself up soon. Otherwise we are going to need to call an ambulance or something. Because now John Cena, he's standing tall. And he knows why. He's victorious tonight, guys. And Mick Foley got left lying tonight by the hands of this fucking Wookiee, John Cena. A Wookiee who shouldn't have even been able to win because Mick Foley said in promos he had this one in the bag and he was going to sort this Wookiee out. But I guess Mick Foley was wrong. He won the damn mouth and John Cena just needed to kick his ass to prove him wrong. The Wookiee always proved the Venom wrong, it seems. Not always, but tonight John Cena proved that sometimes the Venom, like Mick Foley, doesn't always have it together. And that is what John Cena capitalized on here tonight and won. You can acknowledge John Cena, the champ is indeed here. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that epic match / bar brawl. And we will be back soon for more epic WBA action.